Temi TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. Today is the 21st of December 2022. So guys, here's the latest update. The South African Assert Forfeiture unit secured an interim order against a Pretoria property and 2 luxury vehicles, all worth millions of rands, acquired by Mary Mubaiwa, allegedly using ill-gotten money laundered out of Zimbabwe. And now the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission has 20 days to apply for the orders to be made final. Mubaiwa is facing several counts of fraud and money laundering in Zimbabwe, and ZEC is seeking assistance from South Africa to recover the assets. In an order granted by a South African High Court in Pretoria, Justice Jacobs Johannes Strindom allowed the AFU to take over assets owned by Mubaiwa and those registered in a company like Travel Tours Private Limited in terms of the Prevention of Organized Crime Act. A forfeited property comprises 191 stairway in Pretoria and 2 top-of-the-range vehicles, Range Rovers registered as HJ40 GNGP and HX615 GGP. Through the National Director of Public Prosecutions, the AFU in February this year approached the High Court for a prevention order against Mubaiwa's company following a request for mutual legal assistance to track assets that had been acquired as a result of fraud, theft and money laundering by Mubaiwa. A preservation order is an interim relief that serves the purpose of ensuring that the property that is reported to have been purchased with the proceeds of crime, in this case funds externalized from Zimbabwe, are not sold. Otherwise, if the complainant secured a decision in their favor, they would not be able to get meaningful compensation, as assets in dispute would now belong to someone else unconnected with the case. So the order prevents a person who otherwise would have had the power to dispose assets from doing so. After the interim order is granted on the basis of evidence provided to the court, which is on balance of probabilities, there is now the opportunity for anyone to prevent the final relief, which is forfeiture. At this stage, if the court is convinced that the property was acquired from funds that are tainted with illegality, the owner thus cannot benefit from such corrupt activities. There are 20 days for anyone who has a claim to come forward. In this case, it is the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission which is handling the matter on behalf of the government of Zimbabwe. It is the first formal legal claim by Zimbabwe to recover assets acquired through unlawful means outside its jurisdiction. The present application was brought on the grounds that Mubaiwa acquired assets which constituted property falling within the ambit of the provisions of the Prevention of Organized Crime Act. The AFU managed to establish that Mubaiwa used companies registered in her name as a sole director and shareholder to commit fraud and money laundering offences. According to investigations conducted by AFU investigating officer Scooter David Poffer, Mubaiwa is the chief executive officer of East Town Commodities Private Limited, operating in Zimbabwe, and sole director of Travel Tours in South Africa. Its commodities have some subsidiaries which include East Town Electricals, East Town Events, Tama Investment Private Limited, among others. The court held that Mubaiwa abused her position to manipulate the SA company laws by creating pro forma invoices misleading the Zimbabwe financial institutions into believing that she was acquiring items for purposes of a tender that was awarded to her, instead diverting the funds to acquire her personal assets. Investigations showed that Mubaiwa used 2 companies from SA to receive, transfer and dry clean the proceedings through unlawful activities, rendering the property liable for future. In this case, Travel Tours registered in SA was used as a vehicle to facilitate the commission of the offences. And so guys, that's the latest here. Remember in 2018 when President Mnangagwa pakata speech yao achiti zvoni pano vanhu vai-externalize mari from Zimbabwe vachendesa kune dzimwe nyika, and the man also mentioned almost like 100 people or 100 companies plus nevamwe vanhu. And saka, I mean, this is the first situation at Chukona now whereby ZEC is trying by all means to get involved in it, try by all means to recover it. And I'm a recovery, but we all know that there are so many ministers, so many business people who are well known. Vakaisa mari kune dzimwe nyika, properties kune dzimwe nyika, but ZEC is not pursuing them. ZEC angosimbirira panyaya ya Mary Mubaiwa. I'm not saying that she is innocent or she is guilty. I mean, she needs to go to court to prove her innocence. But there are so many people who have externalized money through various means kune dzimwe nyika and so ZEC needs to arrest more people, or ZEC yafanira kunge yakasungwa nakawanda. ZEC yafanira kunge yakarecover millions of US dollars akaendeswa kune dzimwe nyika through unlawful means. In this instance vanhu South Africa vangaziveka kuti Zimbabwe kwakaitwa externalization. Of course pane munhu anenge akatokwenyera authorities ari mu South Africa kuti ndo zvakaitika, because avangangofembereka kuti pane mumwe munhu auya kuzocleana mari kunoku ku South Africa. And so I'm gonna be keeping you guys up to date with the latest. By the time that all these cases will be finished at the magistrate court, Mary Mubaiwa is gonna be painless. Yes, they are trying to make sure that anosara asina kana cent, everything is being zvatoorwa zvese pakaipa. This is our daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Media Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow. We'll be keeping you guys up to date with the latest here. Remember to follow us everywhere: Instagram, Facebook. Our Facebook page is Prince Media Entertainment. Our Facebook group is Prince Media Entertainment TV. Thank you for listening and watching. Bless up.